Hey guys, how y'all doing? I'm here to give you guys a recap on the new episode on Utawarerumono Itsuwari no Kamen, or you call it Utawarerumono the False Faces, which is on episode 13. Now this episode shows something that I am really excited about, and even though it was a slow first half of the episode, first half of the season of the series of the season of Utawarerumono, it's now starting to show its true colors and power. So if anything else, let's just get started. Okay, at the beginning we have to it that certain people are in a poverty situation, not to mention that a city is overtaken by something called Urushara or something. I don't know how you pronounce it, but all I know is this guy is known to be the invader of Yamato's lands right now. He apparently says that we are going to take over these lands and going to show him like what's the true power apparently. And I'm thinking in my mind, this guy's going to get his butt kicked. But I should not underestimate him because he cuts off a person's head with a broadsword. And I'm thinking in my mind, oh my gosh, okay, this emperor's not all talk and not depending on his forces to do his work for him. Instead, he could come in and kick some major butt out there. Shows a lot. Not to mention that the emperor is getting ready for his other fight. And the opening was really, really cool. I actually enjoyed it. But I think it gave out a lot of scenes already that's to come. And I think I'll do a video on that opening with my possible theories or hypothesis that's to come. So that's in another video. Let's continue with this episode. Okay, at the beginning we have to it that after the opening everything seems to be okay and normal for the time being. And then the generals, the 8 pillar generals, along with the royal generals, the general on the right and the general on the left, are meeting up, etc. We have to it that that things were starting to look normal for now, and Haku is later on called by the emperor, which the emperor tells Haku, call me Mito instead. That'll make me feel a lot better, And therefore Haku decides to do so reluctantly, Well, after saying the emperor too many times, And the emperor, the 8 pillar generals ends up having a meeting, strategizing what to do, how to defeat their enemies apparently, because so far they say that these guys are barbarians and they end up sending in some hostages in the front lines or something. I'm thinking in my mind, now that is barbaric. That's for sure. That is so messed up. Well, all fair in all war, So there's nothing wrong with that. And we have to it that that one of the generals actually wanted to save They actually wanted to save the hostages, except one of them, which is known as Virai, I believe, he does not care about them. He says, we're not going to be defeated by some measly tactic right now. We've been undefeated for a long time, and there's no way we're going to lose, okay? And Denkun Pompo, which is a freaking annoying dimwit, not going to lie about that, because he's always saying, oh, no one's calling my name. I think in my mind, you are the weakest general, which he is exactly. And he's only being a general because the emperor has a favor or some kind of debt to pay to his father because he was nice, he was a good friend. And I'm thinking in my mind, that is no reason to make this guy a general. If he can't do anything, don't put him there. Being a ranked general means a lot of responsibilities. Especially that reckless or rashness of an action he did towards the end, which I will get into soon. Later on, when we have to it that Haku asked the emperor or Mito about the 8 pillars of the generals, including other things, because he knows the general on the left and the right, but he does not know the others. And later on, the emperor therefore explains that these generals are known to be the people that rules my land. Like Washishu, Raiko, and Denko Pompo is the one that actually rules the lands, along with Uzan, which is Rulia, who's connected with her father Uzan, I believe. I think so. Not to mention Atsui, who's connected with Soyoung Kekuru, is Oro Sashono. And we have to it that Tokifusa is known to be the Ororu of Izuhara. They are known, and the ultimate shield of Yamato of the capital is Munechika, which is why she's called the Guardian. And the ultimate spear, which is to my suspicions, I got a feeling something about him is off. Not gonna lie. Even Haku saw that many episodes, and you guys know what I'm talking about. Not to mention Vurai. He's known to be the ultimate spear that kills the enemies of Yamato. And they all have a certain role to play. And we add to it that Oshitaru, along with like the general of the left, which I've forgotten, you know. Dang it, sorry for even forgetting. Has a role to play later, you know? Well, they end up having a role right away due to like the stupidity of Dekanpompo. And Vurai, on the other hand, wants to like stop the guy, but Oshitaru and the general of the left are the only people that's able to catch up to him. Dekanpompo is so into glory and selfishness and his own stupid greed that he ends up going to like let me see here. Off to war early. He has his infantry. He's always saying, those who reach the land first will most likely get the power first. I'm thinking in my mind, yo, you are going to be the reason why Yamato could lose because of your stupidity, man. You are no general, not to mention, you can't even fight. You're the weakest one out of everyone else. Do we have to, like, explain anymore? No, because this guy is just some fat, lazy, mother-cracking idiot. Do I have to continue? No, let's go. Sorry for ranting right there. And we have to it that Oshitaru is getting ready to go to war along with Neko-ne-chan, who is pretty nervous right now. She is cute though, I won't deny that. And we have to it that that certain people like Uruya along with Atsui are getting ready to like go to war apparently. Since like the general, since like two of the people will send, I think, the daughters to war, I believe, and so forth. And we have to it after the credits, which is pretty emotional and has a meaning behind it. We have to it that Entua, which is known to be a daughter of this other person who's known to be the thousand men leader, you know. And later on, he says that poverty and so other things make us stronger than Yamato. But he says a quote at the end which may have a meaning towards the opening, which I think I plan to do another video about that on the opening. So if anything else, he says, "Thou must not awaken a sleeping Akuru to Turuka." Huh? I'm thinking in my mind, what do you mean by that? But yeah, after that, there's a preview of the next episode. Pretty cool. Nothing much really going on. I guess it's saving some stuff here and there. So Yamato's going on. So what I could get from here is that one of the enemies, I think is Urushira or whatever they are called, apparently, invades Yamato's lands. And then we have to it that the 8 pillar generals are getting to strategize right now. We get to know more about Vurai, and then we get to know more about the 8 pillar generals and what role they play, you know? Each and every single one of them. And right now, Dekanpompo, one of the weakest generals and an idiot, no offense, goes off to war early and about to get himself killed. Oshitaru and the general on the left are the only people that's able to catch up to him. Not to mention about like some other people getting ready to go to war too. So I do not know what's gonna go on, but the opening seems to be very, very spoilerish in a way, and I think I would do a video on my theories and hypotheses if I ever have the time. So if anything else, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode as much as I did. As you can see, I actually enjoyed it due to the fact that things are starting to pick up right now. Like the generals are there, along with like what they do and what role they each play, what role each of them play when they are the 8 pillars and so forth. And a little small talk with the Emperor and Haku, you know, and I'm surprised the Emperor says, "Oh, please call me by my name," you know, instead of Emperor when you and I are alone. And I'm thinking in my mind, funny stuff. So, yeah, we're about to get ready for war, and Dekanpompo, an idiotic general who is the weakest of them all, ends up getting his, I don't know. Sorry. So, I'll see you guys in my next video. So, if anything else, I'm Alpha Zero. Have a good day, and hopefully you had fun with the episode. Peace out. Bye-bye. Toot-toot-doo.